Hazley, he is an absolute superstar, no doubt, as the umpire throws the ball up to start this match, and there we go, Big Red, as we suspected, got the first tap, but it went straight to Landry, kicks it up towards inside 50. The separation there already, Lockwood came out beautifully, a little kick there to Barton, goes up towards full forward. Johnson versus Van Unum. Johnson got the ball out, comes down there, the Mounties have got the numbers here around the footy, dodges, weaves, he's got plenty of numbers back, gives it off, right foot kick towards the goal square. Johnson versus a couple. I reckon he might have kicked it though. He has. The Mounties off to a fly up here. And Sinkowitz, no, not wearing number. Ricky Johnson's wearing number 64. I'm not sure what number, but I'm not sure who kicked that goal. Vossi, did anyone pick that up?
No, not for me, mate, but look, it was a good start, obviously, from Eliza. Got that first break and just, like you said, Toey, just got some little bit of separation there from the Langwarrin defenders, so his clearance important.
So up they go again in the centre of the ground. Good play there by Little, crashing through. Langwarrin trying to get the numbers. Sinkowitz, but it comes back to Little now. Good work there by the Mounties. They went backwards to go forwards. Couldn't get his kick to it. Gill. Langwarrin going to attack for the first time. Jared Brown, who's been in sensational form. Rob D'Orazio's got the job on him this afternoon, but Jared Brown takes the mark about 45 metres out directly in front.
Bigger unit than I thought he was, Jared Brown. Yeah, he's a bit bigger guy up close than what I thought. So no, he'll be looking for a really good start to the game.
He will, and he had about 14 shots on goal a few weeks ago and did that. No, he's brought that back. Geez, it was looking like it was going straight through the points, but he allowed for the win beautifully. And the Kangas get one back, and the scoreboard's all evened up. That is the Rye Hotel scoreboard, one straight goal apiece.
Yeah, good play there. Obviously, with Mount Eliza in the centre, they're looking to go backwards. So if I was Gav Ardica, I'll be trying to instruct my half forwards to just really push in hard to stop that ball getting flicked out the back too easily from Mount Eliza.
So a centre clearance each, and the goals coming very, very easily for both sides as they took the ball inside 50. Up this time, good play there by Little. Comes down to Norton, fresh airy, still in the middle of the ground. Come crashing through there was Jaden Gross. Great work there. Comes to Landry, handball out. Kent, there goes Heasley through the middle of the ground. Dodges, weaves, handballs it there to Strickland. He went without it. Centre half forward for the Mounties, and the umpire will come in and bounce.
Bit indecisive there with the footy, wasn't he? Just almost needed to pump it straight inside 50. Had Van Ewan one-on-one.
So Norton gets the ball down. Jaden Gross, fresh airy, gets another opportunity to get rid of it. Good tackle there on top of him. And that was from Rowan Heasley, and the umpire will come in and bounce. So we're still at centre half forward for the Mounties, kicking towards the club room's end here at Warella Drive. Good tap there by Norton. Stacks on the middle again, and the umpire will be forced to come in for the third stoppage at centre half forward for the Mounties.
Almost a bit of a line out here. Mount Eliza have got a lot of players defensive side of this stoppage, so Langwarrin have to be aware of that.
Norton again, won the tap, came from a long way back. Little, Jaden Gross dives on top of it. And once again, oh, geez, he's been pinged for holding the ball. And the free kick's going to go down there towards Landry. So Landry's got it at centre half forward now. Too far out to score. Kicks it out wide. Looking up there for Lockwood. He's got Hammer on his hammer. Up against the boundary line. Sweeping handball was good. Back to Lockwood. They're able to get the ball out. The Kangas momentarily, of course. And it goes there out to the middle of the ground now. Little's got the footy. Handball out was good. Little chip pass there to Heasley. And he's had plenty of the footy already. Vossi, how many?
3.
So Heasley's got the ball, centre of the ground for the Mounties, goes inside, Lockwood flies, it's a good position for him normally, good play there by Gross at the fall of the ball, goes to Withers, kick into the centre of the ground, Norton dropped what he should have taken, tunnel balled it, pick up was nice there by Whelan, goes backwards again, lean, he's got a support out there, that was through Dunn, another one up onto the wing position, gives his teammate plenty of work to do that, Shaw, they're going backwards again at Mount Eliza, but this time can go forwards through Dunn, wasn't the greatest kick. Sinkowitz fell over, comes back there to Dunn, sweeping handball out there to Little, and they're able just to control the footy momentarily again as Sinkowitz lays the tackle. Is the umpire going to call holding the ball? No.
Just playing around with it there, Mount Eliza, but what they did was they retained possession, so they've got it back to a 50-50, so yeah, just avoided the turnover.
So the ball on the outer wing, true position on the wing, Little won that one, good play, handball out, wasn't not to anyone's advantage. Tackling pressure's good from both sides, and the umpire will come in and bounce.
Once again, we've seen Mount Eliza's ruckman go backwards with the tap, Tully, which is all fair enough, but you've got Mount Eliza again with that tap, got a line out on the defensive side of that stoppage.
They come out to Whelan, a swift kick now up towards centre half forward. Lockwood versus Hamill over the back. That was a 20-metre punch. Sinkowitz lays the tackle. The umpire allows the ball to continue. Sinkowitz, he was held without it. Umpire said nothing in it. Parker's in there. Going in there now is Dave Barton, and the umpire will come in and bounce.
Hot footy in tight.
So the umpire's got the ball out of wing position, forward of centre to Mount Eliza. Norton got the tap, good play there by Harkness, has got the ball on the outer wing, goes up towards centre half forward. Brown comes out, went for the handball, was good to Herdman. Little left foot kick, went up there towards Peach. Eames has just come back into this side, grabs it. He's got Peach inside, gives it to him now, kicks it inside 50, not the greatest of kicks. And going back and taking an easy mark there was Gill. So they move the ball quickly. Mount Eliza, defensive 50, runs there to half back, kicks the ball up the line, looking for Lockwood. Out-positioned Hamill on that occasion. For the ball was terrific work there by the Kangaroos. Goes in towards Bulldog. He's got the ball to Parker. Parker's got Sinkowitz outside. He gives a handball out to Eames now at half forward. Not sure what to do. Little kick around the corner wasn't great. Peach wasn't in position to get the ball now. Left foot kick, rushed it, and the Demons through the Redlegs through Booth are able to get rid of it. D'Orazio up the line to Lean. Lean gives a little handball off, was terrific, goes there towards Gill, kicks the ball inside 50. Van Unen was there setting to take the mark. Johnson peeled off. He gave the big punch away. Brodie Shaw leads in the race. Sweeping handball there. Went to Barton. Goes back there to Shaw. Shaw back inside 50 for the Mounties. Where's Van Unen? Can't take the mark for the ball. He's able to crumb it and kick a point.
Just be obviously a little bit concerned if you Gav. Just the transition there, the ease and transition from the Redlegs from defence to attack was a little worry, and obviously you can isolate your defenders there.
The ball came back in. It was good play there by Ethan Raleigh. Geez, he's fumbling at the moment. Norton. Jaden Gross takes the ball to ground. They dive on top of it, and the umpire says, you better give it to me.
Heasley might have caught one a little bit higher there, but he'll be right. He's been going well. Vossi, how many for Heasley?
3 for Heasley so far. 4 inside 50s to 3 in favour of Mount Eliza.
Good play there by little Parker. Sweeping handball. He just handballed it into space. Heasley versus, that was Patterson. Good play there by Heasley. He was able to get the ball out. Gill, he gives it off there to Benny Lean. Benny Lean, left foot kick inside 50. It's a beautiful looking kick. Kicked it to the advantage of Van Unen, who just walks in and goes bang, kicks an easy goal.
Just a little bit too easy there. Once Mount Eliza get it outside the stoppage or outside, in a little bit of space, they're looking dangerous there. They're linking up well. They're using the footy well by foot, and just got Langwarrin under a lot of pressure at the moment.
2-1-13, 1 straight 6. The Mounties doing it nicely at the moment. Van Unen looking dangerous there with Scott Lockwood. And wind advantage out there, boys. Looking at the trees, it looks like it's probably going to the end that Mount Eliza is kicking to, if there's any advantage to one end, of course. But the ball's back in the centre of the ground. Luke O'Neill's now in the middle. Matt Little has got to do the ruck work for most of the afternoon for the Redlegs. Up they go. Good play there by Little, who was able to turn the body. They asked him to have a look at that. The umpire's found a free kick. It's going to go down there to the Mounties. I reckon it's going to go to that man Heasley again.
Been busy.
He wants to give it off. He thought about giving it to Gill, but he gives it to Landry in the end. Landry now in the centre of the ground, goes up towards half forward. Good play there by Hamill again. Forced the ball away from Lockwood. Mount Eliza got the numbers on the wing position. Fell over themselves, but they've got plenty of time. Landry's had plenty of it. Sweeping handball off there to Heasley again. Kicks it inside 50. Not a great kick. Good play there by Lockwood to see the ball over the line and out of bounds.
Disappointing entry that. It had a little bit more time than what he thought, but just want to touch on Nick Hamill. How's the defensive spoiling? Just getting it out of the dangerous area, so getting some really good depth on his punches, so good play.
Left forward pocket for the Mounties. Good play there. That was from Timmy Strickland, who's in the ruck. There they are at the fore of the ball again. Mount Eliza, Dave Willett. Right foot snap around the corner. Van Unen just pushed off there, Johnson. Patterson's got some work to do. They've got the numbers around the footy here. Johnson's got it now, last line of defence. Just bashes it forward, hopes for something to happen. Gross just overran it. Should have done more with that. Cole, he gave a handball out there at half forward here. Mount Eliza, Peach too slow to get rid of it. Gross goes in, but Peach is able to get the free kick. So he's got the ball at half back. a long way from his goals.
Just a dangerous rush kick that from Johnson, wasn't it? Just needed to get a little bit wider and just get out of trouble a little bit.
Andrew Withers has got the ball, kicks it up the line to Parker. Geez, that had some carry on it. Comes down there to Parker again. He went over his head, but he was able to get it out. Little kick forward was good to Baldock. A sweeping handball. A nice play, build up forward Langwarrin, but a kick into the goal square. And they kicked it to no one in particular, and the Mounties are able to work it out again now. Darren Booth likes these situations, got plenty of time and space, kicks the ball up the line. A nice kick it was, should have been a mark or a free kick to Zach White, either or. He's got to get the footy, and he's got the ball on the wing position, member side of the ground, and 50-metre penalty too, I think. So undisciplined there by the Kangas to not get the footy back to them.
Just going back on that entry, that deep entry from Langwarrin, that's the second time that's happened now. Mount Eliza just sagging off their opponent, allowing the guy to go into the contest and just sagging off and getting that mark in the goal square.
So Zach White's got the ball. He's about 55 metres out. He's lining up as if he's going to have a crack at the goals. Comes in now, he'll just plant it at the top of the square. Van Oonen versus Johnson. Van Oonen was pushed out of the contest there by Johnson, and the ball was forced over the line and through for a minor score. So the Mounties move on to 2 goals, 2-14, leading Langwarrin 1 straight 6.
Bit of an ambitious kick that, wasn't it? You know, he's seen a little bit too far out, and all you do is just turn the footy over to the opposition. So, you know, I think he'd rather do something else if he had his time again.
So Ricky Johnson's got the ball. He's not too sure where to go. Geez, it needed to be a centimetre perfect kick, and he kicked it straight down the throat there of Zach White.
Gets another crack, Toey.
He does, and he'd only be about 40 metres out from goal. We saw him kick from 55 before and almost get the journey. So the distance isn't going to be an issue for him here, Zach White.
So uncommon for Ricky Johnson. He's such a beautiful kick. That was an absolute shocker.
So he's coming in now, needs to make him pay, starts it left, moved it right. It was a beautiful looking kick off the boot, and the Redlegs get their third. 3 goals, 2-20, leading Langwarrin 1 straight 6.
Struck it well, didn't he? So that was good play. There must be a bit going on out there with the wind, Tully. I think both sides, you know, Vossi as well, both sides are sort of having some trouble when they're clear, actually hitting targets by foot, so it must be doing a bit.
8 inside 50s to 4 in favour of Mount Eliza, and Rowan Heasley's up to 6, and Sam Gill's had 4.
Heasley's been impressive so far.
He has. They're going well, the midfielders. Booth has also had plenty of the footy in the back half. So they're doing it nicely at the moment, the Redlegs. Luke O'Neill in the centre of the ground again. Up they go. Geez, that was a decisive tap on that occasion. They only went as far as Patterson. Left foot kick up towards half forward. Baldock went back with a fly to the ball, but that's a terrific mark. And that's taken down there by, it's Gill. It was either Gill or Booth, and it was Gill who took the mark. Goes out to the fat side of the ground, looking for Dave Barton. He's got an opponent on his hammer. He was easy to get rid of him. Around onto the left foot. Not a great kick. Falls short. It's at half forward there for Mount Eliza. They keep the footy inside. Little handball there from Clayton was terrific. Went back there to Lean. Lean goes up the line looking for Van Oonen. Comes out, gathers the ball on the left, kicks it around the corner. Needs some support. Dave Willett's there. He's got a couple to beat. But falls in the back there. Good play there by Willett to hold that ball in. The forward pressure there from the old bloke in Dave Willett was terrific, and he forced the behind.
Absolutely, mate. He just forced the contest, isn't he? Good play by Van Ewan just to centre that ball, but just lacked some good run there coming through the corridor by the Mount Eliza.
So Ricky Johnson kicked it straight down the throat of an opponent the last time he brought it in. This time a little bit better. Goes out towards Hamill. Hamill on the members' side. Defensive 50. Wants to go short. Does so now. Finds his teammate there in Hayden Golby. So Golby's got the footy. Goes in short again. Wasn't a great kick. Gave Harkness a fair bit to do. He had Darren Booth on his hammer. And eventually the ball goes over the line out of bounds.
Right in front of the commentary van, Toey, so we'll get a really good view of this stoppage here.
So it's big Luke O'Neill in the ruck. Geez, he just got rid of his opponent there in Jordan Capkin, who's coming in to do a little bit of the ruck work. Kicks the ball inside 50. Good play there by Hamill at the back again. Was able to beat Lockwood, so the one-on-ones, he's got the better of him at this stage of the game. Good mark going back with a fly to the ball. That was terrific. Not sure who that is, but it was a terrific mark going back with the flight. He's going to send the Demons back into attack. It was Blair Whelan, in fact, goes out towards Timmy Strickland. Comes down to Benny Lean, left foot snap at goal. Has he got it or has he pushed it across the face? I reckon the umpire likes it. Ricky Johnson's given up that one. It's another goal to the Mounties. They're doing it beautifully at the moment. 4 goals, 3-27. Langwarrin 1 straight goal, 6 points. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
When you're working in the garden,
Lombardo's
you need
changed
tough,
jumpers on
reliable
them.
tools that won't let you down. That's why Hastings mowers stock quality brands like Honda, Echo, Toro, Cox, Husqvarna and Shindaiwa. With a huge range of mowers, brush cutters, chainsaws, shredders, pumps and generators in store. For quality equipment and excellent service, call into our sponsor Hastings Mowers Superstore at 2013 Frankston Flinders Road, Hastings.
RPFM sponsor.
So the Redlegs doing it beautifully at the moment. 4 goals, 3-27, leading Langwarrin 1 straight. Kick 6 points. So they've got the ball on the outer wing. The Kangas, they need to convert another opportunity. They go up towards Jared Brown. He had 3 to beat. Can he do any work at ground level? Going in there was Harkness. He was able to get it out to Brown. Now over to Luxor. We haven't sighted him. Goes up towards Peach. That's a terrific one-handed mark to Jimmy Clayton. Terrific work there. He gave it off there to Capkin. Another one goes off. So the Mounties through Darren Booth now. They're able to switch play onto the member side of the ground. Going back with a fly to the ball was Lombardozzi. Couldn't get it. Comes out there towards Parker. Parker, a little handball, was too hot. Gets it back now. He's got some support there. Eames now. Left foot kick. Kicks it up towards the goals. It's a lovely looking kick off the boot. I reckon he might have... No. He's hit the post through for a minor score.
Just unlucky there, Langwarrin. They've just got to get a little bit better with their entries. I think Mount Eliza just seem to be clearing the ball with a little bit too much ease, Toey.
1-1-7 to 4-3-27, doing it beautifully at the moment, the Redlegs, as they bring the ball back through the corridor. Good mark there to Landry. He's had plenty of it. Centre half back, he is for the Mounties. His side leads comfortably at the moment. Comes out towards the wing position. Lockwood goes up, couldn't take the mark, but his ground level work was superb. Gathered the footy, kicked it up towards the 50. Oh, it's a good mark at the back of the pack there. Not sure who that one is. We'll pick that up in a minute. So a little chip kick around the corner was good. Kicks it out to the outer side of the ground. Ricky Johnson's been able to give the slip to Justin Van Oonen. So he's got the ball on the outer side of the ground. Kicks it up the line, looking for Sinkowitz. He's got a bit of work to do. The ball sat nicely for him. Swings around onto the left. Goes inside, looking for and finding Bulldog. Bulldog wants to play on immediately. He does. Kicks it to a one-on-one up towards full forward. The first gamer wasn't good enough there against Lombardozzi. Geez, that's a hard crack to have to play against in your first game of footy. So the Mounties through. Willett have got the ball. Kicks it up towards defensive 50, and taking the mark there was Eames. So Eames squares the ball up. Looks for and finds Bulldog. He likes what he sees inside. It's Harkness. Can the ball sit? It does. Great tackle there by Booth. Good work there by Clayton. He's in there. Harkness butted up nicely though. Kept the ball inside. Herdman was held without it. Umpire said no. Picked up there by Barton. Defensive 50. Kicks it to the outer wing. Foot races on Sam Wetnell. Up against his opponent there in Luke Churcher, and the ball goes over the line out of bounds. Outer wing position. The Redlegs, it's all them at the moment. 4-3-27, Langwarrin 1-1-7, 20 points the margin.
It's Langwarrin's entries again inside 50, just going to the defensive side, helping the defender out. So certainly got to tidy that up, and one thing I'm sure Gav will be talking to him about at quarter time.
Good play there by Ethan Raleigh. Found Harkness again, outer wing position. Kicks it up towards the 50. That's a terrific mark, and it's taken there by Jared Brown. He looks like the only target at the moment as he kicks it inside 50. Going back with a fly to the ball. Nice mark, Scotty Sinkowitz. Won the medal last weekend for Peninsula League against Ovens and Murray, and Sinkowitz will go back and line up for goal directly in front, about 10 metres out. Goes in and kicks the goal. A much needed goal there for Langwarrin. They move on to 2-1-13. Mount Eliza 4-3-27. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Boss Sports are the lawn bowls specialist, stockist of all lawn bowls products, including all men's and ladies' clothing. But did you know they also specialise in golf and tennis? At Shop 2, 1002 to 1004 Nepean Highway, Mornington. They have an indoor bowls green, a golf club fitting centre and driving range. They even have tennis nets so you can try before you buy. Boss Sports are the only stockist on the peninsula featuring the Nike Tiger Woods range. Call them now on 5976 4728. Boss Sports, a station sponsor.
So the Kangaroos win the centre clearance again, and that man Brown's got the footy. Probably too far out to score from there. He's about 55 out. He's a prodigious kick of the footy, though. He's got the green wheels on. What do you think of those, Brent Clinic?
Oh, look, they're a bit too flashy for me. They might be something out of your wardrobe, Tally, I think.
Boom, boom. As he goes in, oh, that's an absolute shank. Anyone at the fall of the ball? No, it's all man Eliza. Good work. Just a smashing handball. Goes out towards the defensive side, keeping the ball in front of him there. That was terrific play there by the man Eliza defence. Oh, and he got dealt with after he got rid of the footy. I reckon there's going to be a free kick there. There is. So Herdman just gave away a silly free kick there on that occasion. Dave Barton was fenced. And he's taken a while to get up to. He's not happy with his opponent there. He's up now. So I don't reckon I'm not sure Dave Barton will let that one go just yet.
Just back onto that Jared Brown kick. He had a lot of runners going past him as he took that mark. He needed to give the dish. Had to use the handball to get some of his other forwards further down, bit more isolation.
So man, Eliza again are able to get the ball out. That's holding the footy every day of the week, and that's against Blair Wheel, and he tried to weave through the traffic. So it's Eames who's got the footy, goes in short looking for Peach. That's a terrific mark. He knew the contest was coming there, Langwarrin. He stood firm and took the mark at half back. Members side of the ground as both sides continue. Little bit of foot candy there was terrific. Goes up towards Booth. Good play there by Eames to bring the ball to ground. Booth's good enough though to chip and charge. But Eames comes back at him and forces him over the line and out of bounds.
They've been really good across half-back, Man Eliza, haven't they? I mean, Langwarrin are going forward and then Man Eliza just repelling the attacks.
So the ball comes back into play again. Third man up again was good. Good play there by Withers for the ball. Little attacked him. And the umpire will come in and bounce. True wing position here at Warella Drive. It's all red legs. 4-3-27 leading Langwarrin 2-1-13.
Great second effort there by the Man Eliza ruckman. Just really terrific to see, Matt Little.
So up they go again. He's starting to get the fist on it now, Norton. He's gaining some confidence in the ruck and just looking for that meterage when he goes up. He knows he's got the height advantage there.
Definitely an advantage Langwarrin could look to exploit as Matt Little starts to tire.
As up they go again. Another decisive tap there, only as far as Heasley though. He was ready for the crumb. The ball goes up towards half forward. Attack the footy hard there was Lean. Little handball out. Ends up with Harkness. He gets a left foot kick to it. Goes up to there towards Herdman. Couldn't take it. Luxor at the back of the pack. Jaden Gross tries to run onto it, but there it is. That back line that stands firm once again. Spills out. Comes to Herdman now. Brown's got a couple to beat. Does the ball sit for him now? It does. He gets around to Razio. Kicks the ball up and under. I think it's going to go out of bounds on the full. Yes, it is. And Lombardozzi's got the job there on young Corey Hanger this afternoon. So a very tough initiation for the first gamer.
Yeah,
hanging by name, Tully.
Pardon?
Hanging by name, hanging by nature.
Yes, very good grab as the ball goes up towards half back there for Man Eliza. Good tap forward there from Norton. We've got the numbers at the footy here, Langwarrin. They tax it hard there was Luxor. The pressure from Man Eliza is intense. There's a free kick going to Luxor. He was held after he got rid of the footy. Crowd don't like it. The umpire said it was there. He chips it inside and finds Shane Patterson.
Causing a few head-ups up forward, didn't he? Shane Patterson. He's obviously a quality player, but he really needs to go back and kick this for his side.
So Langwarrin have just got themselves back into this contest in the last 7 or 8 minutes. It looked all Man Eliza in the opening 15 minutes of the game, but Patterson has a kick towards goal now. It's not his strong point. Comes out towards Hanger. He tacked the footy hard. Sweeping handball to Gross. Gave him some space. He starts the ball left, trying to work it right. There is Gross, but the ball stayed left and through for a minor score. So 2-2-14. Langwarrin trailing Mount Eliza 4-3-27.
It was 11-4. It's now 12-11 in the inside 50 count. Mount Eliza just their way, but Langwarrin have had 8 of the last 9.
Just struggling to get it outside of their 50 at the moment, Mount Eliza.
They are. Rob Durazio's got the ball now. Defensive pocket, member side of the ground. He thought about switching it, play across the face. Decides to go up the line. Lockwood's just come on the ground and charged at the contest. Didn't get there in time. Good play there by Lean. He's trying to hold the ball in. There's a free kick. It's got to go Mount Eliza's way. It does. Went to Lockwood, who gave it off to Lean. Over towards the centre of the ground was a terrific kick. Sam Wetnall found some space. Gives it off there towards Gill. Gill's got some time. You don't want him having plenty of time in the middle of the ground, but he had it then. Gave it back there towards Barton, who kicked the ball inside. Johnson versus Van Oonen. Johnson grabs the ball. Is able to run around one. Gives it to Withers. They're in some trouble here, Langwarrin. Somehow he got his handball out there in Withers. Good play there by Wetnall. Attacked the footy. The umpire said throw the ball in. Boundary line beat them all.
Sometimes Mount Eliza's forwards are going to find a little bit of space if they can get out the back quickly, because Langwarrin like to press up and really clog the space between the arcs. So quick on transition and quick from the stoppage, they'll find some space.
Left forward pocket, quick kick out of the pack there came from Barton. Johnson at the back just wants to smash it through. He does in the end. Good play there by Ricky Johnson, the skipper of the... he's not the skipper, I think he's the vice captain at Langwarrin. It's another behind there to the Mounties. They move on to 28. Langwarrin 14 points the difference. Bulldog slides in and takes a nice mark. It was kick came there from Hamill. He's got the ball on the wing, goes up the line. Wasn't a great kick. Brown, he looks to be the only target up there without Dimkos. Ball spilled out the back. Brown went without it. Mount Eliza making the pushing the ball towards the boundary line. They want the safety of that area, and they eventually force it over. That was Carl Lombardozzi who forced that ball over the line.
Big Brown certainly looking ominous there. He's doing a lot of work. Just needs to get some clean footy to him.
Barton almost fenced again. They just held him off this time, and he's already got the grains in the arm from the first fencing that he received this afternoon. As the ball comes back into play now, Little over the back was good. Patterson just gave the fend off. Peach, he's got a bit of work to do against a couple. Good play there by Cole. That's Jack Cole. Forces the ball over the line and out of bounds for another boundary throw-in right in front of the Mount Eliza coaching box. So the ball comes back into play. Norton and Little again. They'll go into battle all day this afternoon. Ball hits the deck. Booth's on the ground. With him there is Patterson. The umpire said he couldn't get the footy out. And it wasn't Booth. In fact, it was Lombardozzi. So the umpire comes in. Will bounce the ball again.
Wouldn't mind a third man up here for Langwarrin, just to clear the area.
Half forward line. Good attack on the footy there was from Zach White. He's kicked a goal this afternoon. You can't handball it to yourself up, but he gave him the opportunity. That was Heasley. Patterson got one in the back. The umpire said play on. Stacks on the mill, and he'll be forced to come in and bounce the footy once again.
Heasley's at 8, by the way.
Going very well. Heasley been really busy. Need to get a third man up here, Langwarrin.
So the ball... There's the siren, and that is quarter time here in the RPP match of the round, thanks to Telstra Stores, Mornington Rosebud. The Rye Hotel scoreboard sees Mount Eliza leading 4-4-28, leading Langwarrin 2-2-14. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football. The hood on. The umpire holds the ball aloft, and we're ready to start play here in the second quarter. It is the match of the round, Mount Eliza versus Langwarrin. Good tap there again from Luke O'Neill. The ball hit the deck. Plenty of players around that footy. The big ruckman there followed up nicely and just giving a little bit to Landry in the centre of the ground. Rowan Easley was all over it. Didn't like the attention that his teammate got. Sure, a couple of little sneaky ones in there as the ball comes up again. Great play there by Little. That tap was terrific. But it went there and Parker attacked the footy hard there. That was done. He's going to get it back now. Good tackle there by Herdman. Didn't do much in that first quarter, but that tackle was terrific. And that was good intent from the Kangaroos early in the second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Great signs early, especially Gabble to give him a good talking to. A few things they weren't getting quite right, but that's a really good intent.
So up they go again. Good play there by O'Neill. Stopped Little's run. Ball comes down to Patterson. Sweeping handball. Terrific to Sinkowitz. Kick inside. Went to Young Hanger. Couldn't take the mark. Peach has got a couple to beat. They get the numbers back. The Mounties. Peach took the spoil. Was nice. Goes to the points, which was really clever play there in the end by the Mounties. They were cool under that pressure.
Strong leap, all the young fella there coming out of the goal school, wasn't it?
It was indeed, as the ball goes through for a minor score. So they'll be able to reset here, the Redlegs. They lead on the Rye Hotel scoreboard. Ball comes out to the outer side. That's terrific body work there from Darren Booth. He's got some support inside. Luxor dived on top of the footy. Probably shouldn't. Parker tried to go off with the footy, but he was well tackled down there by Nathan Ryan. And the ball is stuck at half forward, member side of the ground for the Kangas. They need to draw first blood in this second quarter.
Still a lot of space inside 50 for the Kangaroos at the moment.
Good play there by Luke O'Neill. It was a big punch. Didn't get tackled there, Gill. He was able to get his handball out as a result. Good play there by Jaden Gross. Got clipped across the ears as he went to ground. And the umpire said it was holding the ball, so it's play on. Heasley kicks the ball long up towards the wing position, but the ball goes over the line out of bounds, and the free kick will go down there to Amalfi.
Even the better players make mistakes here. Bad kick by Rowan Heasley, but he's up to 9 possessions.
They are sensational wheels that he's running with as well as the ball goes towards the 50-metre line. 3-on-1. Herdman laid the tackle. Could have been holding the ball. Umpire said no on Landry as the sun starts shining through here on Warella Drive.
Looks a picture, doesn't it, Tully?
It does.
It's going to be a cracking quarter. This intensity keeps up.
28 plays 15. Up they go again. Michael Parker tries to get the ball out. He was well tackled there. He might have been tickled in there as well, but he was certainly tackled there by Rowan Heasley. And the umpire will come in and bounce again.
It's interesting the numbers around this stoppage, Toey. So Langwarrin can get this forward. They've got some space.
Roving beautifully at the moment. Darren Booth was able to kick the ball to the wing position. Nice little body work. Came out. Was nice play. Comes out to Dave Barton, who's got the ball now. Wing position. Kicks it inside 50. Van Oonen over the back. Couldn't take the mark. For the ball. Fell over himself. Able to get the ball out. That's Lockwood. It ends up back there to Barton. Left foot kick up the line. It's gone over the line out of bounds. I think it has.
A little bit more communication there from Lockwood and Van Ewan. They both went for the same footy. Would have liked to see one stay on the deck, preferably Lockwood, and then hopefully crumb a goal.
So the ball is in the left back pocket for the Kangaroos, members side of the ground. Ricky Johnson's got the footy in his hand. They split for him now. He kicks it up towards the members' wing position. Not a great kick. He's kicking out of defence. Hasn't been great. He kicked it straight down the throat of Landry. Gave it off there to Clayton. Clayton, with that familiar kicking style, kicks it inside 50. There's a terrific mark to Johnson. The umpire said play on, so he just had to hack the ball forward. Good play there by Gross. Kicks the ball up towards the centre of the ground. Landry, he's had a heap of it. He's going to get tackled. That's holding the footy. Terrific pressure there from Jared Brown. Needs to move the ball quickly. Goes up the line now looking for Patterson. Takes the mark inside 50. Little left foot chip. Hanger comes out and takes the mark. The first game will have a shot for goal. About 30 metres out directly in front.
Good build up that by Langwarrin. It started with a probably, a really risky kick by Johnson. Just, hurried out of the pack, straight into the corridor. But luckily for Langwarrin, they were able to turn the footy over through a tackle and they're having a shot on goal.
So the youngster in Corey Hanger was outstanding in the under-18 win last weekend. Comes in to kick the goal for Langwarrin. This for his first in senior footy. He's sprayed it through for a minor score. So they're going to be able to reset here. The Redlegs, 2 goals, 4-16 to 4-4-28.
Thanks to his mum for dropping off his skins before the game too, Toey.
Yes, they just don't pack their bags like they used to, do
your
they,
bag,
Brent?
young fella.
So the ball will be brought back in by Lombardozzi. A long kick to the fat side of the ground. That's the outer side here at Werrilla Drive. The pack flew at the for the ball. Parker couldn't get his foot to it. Little kick off the ground was advantageous. Come there towards Lean. Little give there was terrific. Comes out towards the centre of the ground there. Nobody there for Eliza. Gross trying to pick the ball up. Does so now. Little handball give to Eames. The umpire's found a free kick. Not sure what that was for, but Rowan Heasley's got the footy. Looks straight down the guts. Kicks it up there now. Lockwood's made a break. Van Oonen, he's got Ricky Johnson on his hammer. Van Oonen sees the ball towards the boundary line and eventually Ricky Johnson's able to force it over.
Good spot to be obviously defending when the footy comes channelled out to the pocket. So, I thought he'd probably try and stick it more central there, Heasley.
5.5 minutes gone in this second quarter. It's Mount Eliza by 12 points on the Rye Hotel scoreboard. Ball hits the deck, plenty of players around the footy. Good tackle there by Dave Barton. He's been terrific today for the Redlegs, and eventually the umpire will come in and bounce.
I reckon 8 out of 10 of their stoppage, Toey. They're always going defensive side. Not that one there from Mount Eliza, but a lot of it get channeled from the tap to the defensive side of the stoppage.
Michael Parker tried to get the ball out. Mount Eliza just working the ball around the boundary line. The umpire claims that is the boundary umpire, and he'll throw the ball back into play. About 60 metres around from Mount Eliza's goal, outer side of the ground. They lead by 12 points. As the ball comes back into play, Lockwood did the ruck work. Comes down towards Luxor, kicks it up the line. And he wants the boundary line because Blair Whelan was standing there waiting for the ball to bounce into his arms.
How did the set of clearances go that last quarter there, Vossi?
Mount Eliza's way just.
So the ball comes down there. They're able to work the ball out again. Langwarrin, geez, they're fumbly this afternoon. He's got to go off the ground. No, the ball spills out much cleaner with their hands. Mount Eliza at the moment. That was terrific play there by Barton. That was Heasley. Kicked the ball up towards the 50-metre line at the back of the pack. They're under pressure here. Langwarrin comes down towards inside 50. Nick Hamill's got to go. He does. Van Oonen's terrific in these situations. He forced the turnover. Right foot snapper goal across the face. Through for a minor score. Geez, he's valuable in those situations, Van Oonen.
Yeah, a little bit explosive there. He just made the decision to get off his opponent and try and impact that play with the footy from Langwarrin. So good play, Van Ewan, and unfortunately we didn't get the ultimate reward.
So Ricky Johnson brings the ball back into play. This time he's able to find his teammate there in Luxor. So Luxor's got the footy. Oh, he's put Amalfi under all sorts of pressure there. It's 3-on-1. They always had the numbers for. The ball was good. Terrific tackle there from Barton. Who was that? That was Peach. Kicks the ball up towards half forward now. Herdman comes out. Could have got pushed in the back. Ball spills to Eames. They got numbers inside. Jared Brown runs into an open goal and sprays it. Not what they wanted there, Langwarrin. 2 goals, a 5-17. Mount Eliza 4-5-29, back to 12 points. And he ran into open goal, and Sammy Gill, as you would expect, is right into him.
Again, Langwarrin able to turn the footy over in the centre of the ground through a great tackle. So just team building stuff, but they need to just start finishing off, Toey.
Yes, you can't let the Mounties off the hook, Vossi.
You'd hate to be standing right near Gavin Artico at the moment. They've missed a couple of very gettable shots this quarter.
So it'll be Lombardozzi to bring the ball back into play for the Redlegs. This time he goes straight up the middle of the ground. He's got plenty of numbers around the footy here. They can raffle it. There was a few of them. And going in and taking the mark there was Blair Whelan. He wanted the ball on this side of the ground, Tim Strickland, but he went out to the outer side of the ground. Was a good kick. Found his teammate there in Dunn. Dunn goes up towards Van Noonan. Couldn't take the mark at the back, but his ground level work is terrific. He runs around a couple, dishes it off, comes back to him now. Left, right foot banana kick. It was ambitious. And it went straight down his opponent's throat. So Langwarrin can unload here. They got plenty of numbers on the members' side. Ethan Raleigh gets the footy now. Goes in short, looking for and finding his teammate. That is Hayden Golby. Golby goes up the line. Hanger's got to beat. Has got to beat Booth. He's got to beat a couple of ground level now. There's a terrific tackle there by Booth. The umpire said it was held to him.
Welcome to senior footy, young fella. That was a good tackle. Very strong tackle.
He's got one of the best in the business on him there in Darren Booth. Good play there by Jared Brown. Got front position. Good work there by Jimmy Clayton. Handballs the ball towards the safety of the boundary line, and he found his designation.
They've had 6 inside 50s this quarter, Langwarrin, for 3 behinds.
Not good conversion, Vossi, at all. 4-5-29, 2-5-17. Mount Eliza with a 2-goal lead. Left foot kick up towards full forward. Hanger comes out. Got some attention from Booth. It was terrific defensive work though again from the Mounties. And there he is again. It is Darren Booth. Kicks the ball up towards the wing position. Pack flies. Hammer with a double fist. Comes down towards Churcher. He's got lean on his hammer. Needed to be a good kick and it was. Kicks it down to Baldock. Baldock now kicks it inside 50. You got to fly. Hanger he did. Brought the ball to ground. No players around the 4 of the ball though. Brown gives the ball off to Patterson. He's got to snap it around. No, decides to handball back into this corridor. Good defensive pressure again there. Mount Eliza with the numbers. Sinkowitz somehow came out with the footy. Comes down there towards Booth. Right hand handball. Goes towards Heasley. He wants the boundary line or the points. And eventually he went through the points.
Great stuff by Sinkowitz there just to keep his feet. He was under some real duress there. Players falling around him, but kept his feet and just impacted well.
So Rowan Heasley this time to bring the ball back into play. Goes to the outer side of the ground. Defensive 50. Ball just goes over the back. Lovely mark taken there. Jimmy Clayton's got the ball now. Outer side of the ground. Goes up the line. It was a nice kick, but it just went out of the reach there of Sam Wettenhall, and the ball goes over the line out of bounds. Half forward for the Mounties, outer side.
How our players going, Vossi? Who are we tracking?
Heasley's had 5 this quarter. He's had 13. Darren Booth's had 4, and he's got 9 for the game.
So the ball comes back into play. It'll be Little versus Norton again. Little it was that time who got the footy. Lockwood, right foot kick up towards the 50-metre line. Goes towards Lean and Churcher. Churcher at the 4 of the ball. Under all sorts of pressure. Good tackle there. Harkness goes in. Good work there by Zach White. He holds the ball up for the Mounties. And the umpire comes in and will bounce.
Nothing wrong with Langwarrin just dropping one off here just to get in the space in front of Van Ewan. That's where the ball's going to channel to him. Mount Eliza can win it.
Good play there by Baldock. Got the handball out only as far as they're good and close, aren't they, Mount Eliza? They just worked the ball out beautiful. Left foot kick inside 50. Johnson versus Van Unen. This time Johnson too strong. Took the mark one-on-one. You don't see that very often against Van Unen.
Nah, very good play. He's a quality player, Johnson.
So Johnson kicks the ball up the line. He's looking for Hanger. Hanger comes flying out. Couldn't take the mark. A long way from full forward. Good play there by Shane Patterson. He's got a couple to beat. He hasn't got the footy. The umpire says the ball was trapped in there somewhere. Great work there by Darren Booth off the footy. And the ball will be thrown up. Wing position. Member's side of the ground. Comes down there towards the young fella in white. He got tackled. Heasley versus Patterson. Patterson grabbed the footy. The umpire said there was a free kick there. Should have paid the advantage, but he wasn't to know that Jared Brown had come out and take a mark. So Shane Patterson will take the free kick on the wing position for the Kangaroos.
It's been really good, Shane Patterson. What are his numbers, Vossi?
He only had 4 in the first quarter, but he's had 4 so far this quarter, so better work rate this quarter by Shane Patterson.
So the ball's got to go back to him now.
You can't count this as another possession, Vossi.
So
No.
Patterson, this is the third time that he's going to get rid of the footy. He goes out wide, look for and finds Luke Churcher. So Churcher's got the ball. There was no distance gain there for the Kangaroos, but they maintain possession of the footy. Churcher's going to have to go long and hope for a big mark. At the back there is Amalfi. Not sure how he got hold of that. He's a thumping kick of the footy, Jared Amalfi. He just chips the ball in, hoping for the one-on-win. Sinkowitz couldn't take the mark. Hanger, right foot snap around the corner. Couldn't kick the goal, and then again another point to the Kangaroos. They moved to 2 goals, 7-19. Mount Eliza 4-5-29. It's a 12-point ball game.
Just Hanger himself has had a couple of opportunities this quarter, hasn't he? So be good for him to settle his nerves. Obviously he's into the game now, but just to get a couple of goals on the board would be nice.
So again, the Manly's able to work the ball out. There's 50-metre penalty. It just gets cardinal sin to grab hold of a player when they've taken a mark, and too experienced there. Dave Willett, he felt the body contact, dropped the ball, and as a result, 50-metre penalty his way.
Yeah, poor decision there, but that from the Langwarrin player, but it's footy.
So Dave Willett's got the ball, probably too far out to score. He just chips the ball in. An easy mark there to Tim Strickland. There was a bit of space in front of Willett, and he just dropped it in there, and Strickland was good enough just to drop into the hole and take an uncontested mark.
Yeah, they opened that up well, Mount Eliza, didn't they? Just a few leads here and there, and Langwarrin just weren't clogging up the space well enough.
So 4 single goal kickers to the Redlegs in the opening quarter and a half. We've played 14 minutes in the second quarter. Wasn't a great kick, a lot of up and under about that one. The pack flies, punch towards the boundary line was good play by Luke Churcher, and the ball goes over the line and out of bounds. Right forward pocket, outer side of the ground. Mount Eliza into attack. They lead by 10 points. The ball comes into play. Norton's able to tap the ball out. Mount Eliza with plenty of numbers around the footy. Bulldog dives on top of it, and the umpire will be forced to come in and bounce. No, he said that Mount Eliza dived on top of the footy, and Bulldog will take the free kick. Not sure about that one, lads.
Nah, not sure. Looked a little bit of a hot footy, but yeah, all credit to Langwarrin, put themselves in position.
So Bulldog kicks the ball out towards Ricky Johnson, who's on his bike. He kicks the ball up towards Hanger. He's got to take this mark. Good closing there by Darren Booth. Good recovery there by Hanger. Ethan Raleig's in there to support, and not a bad outcome there considering the talent that Mount Eliza had at that contest.
Yeah, absolutely. Bit outweighted there, Langwarrin, but did well to cause a 50-50.
So Matty Norton in the ruck once again. Up against Capkin this time. Capkin over the back. Could have given away a free kick. Umpire said nothing there. Parker tried to get the footy. Couldn't get it. Going in hard there was Sam Wettenhall. He got thumped on, but the umpire said give the footy back to me. No one's getting that one out, and we'll restart play at the 15.5-minute mark.
Seen a lot of repeat stoppages all the time here. The tap comes low, and that's a little bit more leverage, but yeah, a lot of repeat stuff going on.
Ball goes in towards the centre of the ground. Gill, he overran it. The bad bounce there for him. Heasley just put the head down and went for the footy. I reckon he's going to get pinged for holding the ball. Terrific work, Blake Harkness. So the youngster's got the footy now. Kicks the ball inside 50. Brown, can he get it with his big mitts? He can't. Peach went in there hard. Brown gets the ball now. Handball out. Plenty of numbers. Mount Eliza, they should be able to work this one out. Langwarrin needs some support. They get it now. Diving on top of it there was Patterson. But Mount Eliza good enough just to hold that ball in. And the cavalry came.
Pretty desperate, wasn't it?
Desperate stuff. We're about 45 metres out directly in front of Langwarrin's goal. They trail by 10 points. Inside 50s this quarter, Vossi.
9-7, and we're still without a goal this quarter.
So the ball comes to Landry. He's been terrific for the Mounties. Goes into the centre of the ground. Big Luke O'Neill. He's still being held on to. There's 50. So if you're going to be consistent, the umpire absolutely consistent in that contest. And big Luke O'Neill will go about 30 metres, maybe still running, so maybe it's 25 metres directly in front.
The man they affectionately call Slimmer.
Do they, Vossi?
They do.
That's what you want, though, consistency with the umps, isn't it?
That's all you want. That's all you want.
Paying both ends, and then no one can whinge.
Exactly right. So Luke O'Neill doesn't kick many goals, and I reckon he hasn't kicked this one either. Yes, he has. He's running straight back to the centre. So it's just what Langwarrin needed. They've dominated the play in the last 10 minutes, and they've kicked the goal finally. 3 goals, 7 25, trailing Mount Eliza 4-5-29. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Have you heard about the bank that's for the people and puts the profits back into the community? The Bendigo Community Bank branches have to be the Peninsula's success story. Each year for the last 6 years, they have funded over $500,000 to our local community, taking the total well over $4 million since their inception. With all the usual banking facilities and financial advice, our sponsor, the Bendigo Community Bank branches in Rye, Dramana and now in Rosebud, are putting the people back into banking.
Back here at Warella Drive, it is the match of the round thanks to Pete and the team. Telstra Stores, Mornington, Rosebud. The ball spills over the back of the pack. Peach, he's got a couple to beat. Sweeping handball, gives it to Withers. Gave another one to Hamill, got tackled. Luke O'Neill, quick kick, Lux a fortune.
Absolutely.
Ends up there with Scotty Sinkowitz. Goes in the centre of the ground. Bit more run now from the Kangaroos from half back. Amelfi kicks the ball up towards Hanger. And Hanger's starting to get his hands on the footy. He doesn't mind this senior footy stuff. He's probably too far out to kick the goal. Kicks it to the point of the square. Jared Brown at the back of the pack. Ball spills over, and good work there by Aaron Dunn to kill the contest and run the ball through for a behind.
Been a few rush balls, isn't there, Joey, for both sides? So just if they're going to central the footy up, just get it a little bit further out to actually have a contest.
So Dunn brings the footy in, gives it to Cole. So Jack Cole's got the ball, member side of the ground, goes up the line. Ethan Raleigh, good play, attack on the footy there was from Amelfi. Comes down to Patterson, Hanger's got to kick it. He does now, kicks it up towards full forward. Brown just wanted to spoil, he did. He's got 3 to beat. Cole handballs the ball towards the boundary line. Hertman stuck inside. Ethan Raleigh's going to get crunched. Gave it to Patterson. Patterson, a little chip kick, gave it to Luxa. Good play there. That was from Blair Whelan to hold the footy up. They attack the footy hard now. Gill just gets a little handball out. Michael Parker for Langwarrin. Douglas weaves, gets onto that left foot that he wants. Kicks it inside 50. Terrific kick. Good vision there from the Kangas. And Dale Eames will go back and have a shot for goal about 20 metres out.
Great play from Parker, just to have that composure around there, just to find some space to use that left foot. But I want to go back a fraction further. Jared Brown, he was 3-on-1. Fantastic. Didn't give the footy up. Able to get the footy, keep the footy in. Ethan Raeli, just a little flick to Patterson, and Langwarrin retained the footy.
So this to put the Kangaroos in front. I think he liked it off the boot. He did. Langwarrin somehow, who would have thought that at the 10-minute mark of the opening quarter, but they've kept Mount Eliza goalless in this second quarter, and they hit the front. 4 goals, 8-32, leading Mount Eliza 4-5-29. It's a 3-point ball game.
Just dominating general play, aren't they? So we've got some score updates as well. Tyab and Pearcedale, we've got Tyab 3-1-19, Pearcedale 4-12-36. Sorrento 7-1-43 versus Crib Point 4-1-25. Dramana 5-6-36, Frankston 5-7-37, Devon Meadows 2-3-15 to Rye 2-6-18, and Red Hill 3-2-20, Hastings 3-4-22.
So we're back onto the outer side of the ground. It was terrific work. The Langwarrin really getting on top in the ruck contest now, but Mount Eliza are onto it. They're making sure that they've got the ball, or certainly players to the advantage of the Langwarrin ruckman. They're playing the ball backwards as well, as you'd suspect, through Gill and Booth. So the ball's on the outer side of the ground, about 50 metres around. Scotty Lockwood's got the footy, handballs it inside. They just knocked the ball forward, flat-footed there. Patterson on that occasion comes to Landry, kicks the ball inside 50, 1-on-1 again. Johnson versus Van Ernen. Good play there, attack on the footy. Van Ernen before the footy. Right foot snap through for a minor score. 4 goals, 6-30. Mount Eliza trailing Langwarrin at 4 goals, 8-32. We've played 21 minutes in the second quarter.
Going really well in the one-on-ones, Ricky Johnson, and probably be featuring in the best player calculations if he was just a little bit more cleaner with the footy by foot. So had a couple of shanks, but yeah, I'm sure he'd be working on that.
This time it's a nice kick out there towards the outer wing position. Jared Brown at the fore of the ball. He's going there with Lockwood. Good pressure there by Brown. Again's able to force the ball over the line out of bounds.
He kicked that 70 metres without even putting any effort into that, Tully.
Yeah, it was a massive, prodigious kick, wasn't it? There's certainly, obviously, a wind advantage blowing out to that side of the ground.
Michael Voss liked that kick.
Oh, yes, it was. No doubt about it. As the ball hits the deck once again. Peach, he's been pretty good for them. He's been peachy, hasn't he, Brent Clinic?
You didn't, did you?
Ball's on the outer side of the ground, wing position. Umpire's got the footy again. Luke O'Neill gets the boots in. Comes out there towards Eames. Man Eliza, too many numbers around the footy. Terrific play there. Kicks the ball inside. I reckon that was Barton. Goes up towards inside 50. They got some numbers there. Great attack on the footy was Wettenhall. The ball's going to go towards the boundary line. Church is there now to lend support. And eventually the umpire's going to come in and say, give it to me. I'll throw the ball up.
His game might be called Ginger Peachy, actually, Brent.
As the ball goes up again. Good play there. Getting there was Tim Strickland, but he just nudged the ball over the line out of bounds. So we're about 35 metres around from the Mounties' goal, outer side of the ground.
Just desperate, Langwarrin, aren't they?
They are.
Defensive side.
They lead by 2 points. O'Neill taps it straight down the throat of Rowan Heasley, though. Comes out there towards the defensive 50. Van Unen's got 3 to beat. They dive on top of it now. Langwarrin, they've got to be sure not to... well, there's a free kick, and it's going to go Langwarrin's way. So good work there by Bulldog, I think it is. Or no, it's Ricky Johnson.
So they just sagged a few numbers off that contest, Tara, is what we mentioned before. That if Mount Eliza were going to win that footy, it was always going to get channelled central to Van Ewan.
Amalfi and Ethan Rowley, the ball's fisted away. Good defensive work there by Mount Eliza. Forced the ball over the line out of bounds. So making it difficult for Langwarrin to get out of their forward half of the ground.
Well, they need to. They'd be disappointed with this quarter so far, Mount Eliza. They'd be looking to finish it off pretty strong and get a couple on the board.
We've played 23 and a half minutes into this second quarter. Mount Eliza again at the back. Have got plenty of numbers around the footy. Rowan Heasley couldn't gather the footy, and the ball goes over the line out of bounds. Right in front of the Mount Eliza's coach's box. The home side trailing 4 goals 6-30. Langwarrin 4 goals 8-32. 2-point ball game. On the Rye Hotel scoreboard, good play there by Landry again. He's been sensational today, so has this bloke. Dave Barton's had plenty of the footy as well. Too far out to score. Goes inside 50 now, looking for, finding Van Unen, is it, or is it Lockwood? I think it might be Lockwood who's got the footy down there. It was a terrific lead. The kick was just superb. And it is Lockwood if Hamill's standing the mark. Yes, Scotty Lockwood's got the mark down there. It was a wonderful kick.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. A strong lead, wonderful kick. It's probably one of the only times, Toby, it really sticks out is because there hasn't been a lot of clean entry going forward, has there?
So they need this one, the Mounties. 24 minutes gone in the second quarter. They haven't hit the score, haven't hit the goals at all. And, geez, that was lucky to go through for a behind. But it draws them 1 point closer, of course. Mount Eliza, 4 goals, 7-31. Langwarrin, 4 goals, 8-32. That is on the Rye Hotel scoreboard.
14 inside 50s to 11 this quarter, and we've only had the 2 goals for the quarter.
Going which way there, Vossi?
In Langwarrin's favour.
So the defences of both sides really standing up for their teams at the moment. Almost played 25 minutes. With only 2 goals scored, you wouldn't think it'd go too long. So Johnson goes with that long bomb again. Just a little drop punt it was, wasn't it, Vossi? It went about 70 metres again, though, and it's all of a sudden up on a wing.
You'd hate to just put in a little bit of effort, Rick. You've only kicked it 65 metres that time as opposed to 70.
So up we go again. They're good at the fall of the ball here, Mount Eliza. Their attack's good. Sinkowitz, though, he was able to get the footy out and then eventually got a little left foot kick to it. Herdman, there's a free kick down the ground, I reckon. And it's going, it was Blake Harkness who kicked the footy and got decked after he got rid of it.
Just getting the run of the grain here a little bit, Langwarrin, aren't they? A little bit of momentum and getting the 50-50s.
So Herdman's got the footy, goes in short looking for Eames. So Eames, he was the one that did the homework on the Mounties a couple of weeks ago. He's got the ball, he's got himself into a bit of strife there, but kicked a lovely kick up there towards Patterson, who was standing there on his own. Patterson goes in short looking for Amalfi, and that's bad checking there from the Mounties because he split the 3 of them.
Absolutely. He, you had Eames there in the middle with taking a while to get rid of the footy. How he found space, Patterson in space, is just bewildering. You know, Mount Eliza had a lot more time to set up defensively, make sure they had all their opponents covered, and then Patterson again to Amalfi. So try and goal.
So Jared Amalfi won't have any trouble with the journey. He's a beautiful kick of the footy usually. Geez, that's a nice one too, isn't it? He's kicked it through for a behind though. He got all of 50 though. 4 goals, 9-33 Langwarrin. Mount Eliza 4 goals, 7-21. You could say a case of missed opportunities for the Kangaroos in this second quarter.
We've kicked 2 goals, 6, and this is a similar scoreline to the Mount Eliza Mornington game, Brent.
Yeah, it
half
is.
time.
It is a little bit, isn't it? It's we've seen 2 really defensive games, haven't we, Vossi? Coming to Mount Eliza.
So the Mounties through Darren Booth will come back into action again. 27 minutes gone now. They come out and attack the footy. Luke Church got a little bit high on his opponent. They get the ball outside the back now through Heasley. Moves the ball quickly. They're out of position here. Good play there by Lockwood. They've got Withers though there. Gives it out to Johnson. Johnson back to Withers. What can he do with it? Kicks it up the line, looking for and finding Luxor. So they looked in trouble there, the Kangas, but they were composed. Herdman's got to take the mark. He does on the wing. They want to move the ball quickly. Come out towards Church. Has got the footy now. What can he do? Gives it to Johnson. It's not Johnson, in fact. Johnson's got the footy now. They've still got the numbers. He'll get around to that left foot. Kicks it now up towards the wing. Not a great kick. Aims at the back of the pack. He's got the footy now through Patterson. Goes inside looking for Hanger. He come out to attack the footy. Good play there. D'Orazio. Right foot kick. They got the numbers here again. Langwarrin and Amalfi takes the mark at half forward. Switches play to the centre of the to centre half forward, and the big fella, the big sauce in Matt Norton takes the mark about 50 out directly in front.
Big unit, isn't he?
Massive unit. Probably too far out to score.
Never pass it to a ruckman.
Can he get the journey, Vossi?
Oh, look, I personally, I don't think he'll kick the goal, but look, he'll put egg on my face if he certainly kicks this one, but it'll be a vital one if he does kick it.
He is a goal kicker, lads, so getting the journey what shouldn't be a problem. Geez, it was a shocking kick. The siren's gone, I think it is.
That was a mung.
So it's half-time here at a Warella Drive, and it's Langwarrin who leads at half-time. 4 goals, 9-33. Mount Eliza 4-7-31. It's a 2-point ball game on the Rye Hotel scoreboard. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Our sponsor, the Rye Hotel and Best Western 14 Nelson, are proud to be servicing the Rye community. The Rye Hotel's been around for 80 years and is renowned for their good old-fashioned service and hospitality. Best Western 14 Nelson luxury accommodation and conferencing offer 30 stylish suites with modern lounges and living spa bathrooms with contemporary furnishings and fabric.